want to put my lips all over you. Some of y'all right now are on vacation and you're doing that exact thing because as we know, vacation sex is the great reset. Welcome back, everybody. This is She and I. Tag me in. I am your host, B Love, and like always, I have my very special host with me,
India Marie.
India Marie and B Love, the husband and wife duo you didn't know you need, but you got us and we are here to stay. This is the best thing to happen on a Tuesday. Well, damn it, since Monday. Give it up for yourself one time. I'm back. Thought I was going to mess my button up twice. You're wrong. India, tell us how your week was. And talk about Pilates. Let's get right to it. I know we're going to skip everything else. We can just jump right to Pilates, okay? India had her first Pilates class, and I told her some advice that she didn't take. But I still love my wife. We talked about this last episode. I can tell her certain things. If she doesn't want to take the advice, I don't bring it up until we get on the podcast. And this is where I can express myself. Therapy
That's
session.
not therapy.
Well,
that
go ahead,
means
tell
that
them.
you don't have good communication skills. That's all that means.
Here we go. Tell them
That
how
means
the
that you need to
podcast-
go to therapy.
Tell them how the podcast. Tell them how Pilates went.
Yeah, Pilates was good. I had a class, first class at Terra Training Studio last Saturday.
Give it up.
I've had a couple people fuss at me because
Why?
the class was full, but I'm only taking like a certain number of people because I want people to be safe.
That's right. That's right.
I want to make sure you're doing it right, and I want to be hands-on.
We got liability.
And it ain't really about the money for me. It's just
If it ain't about the money,
I just like
don't
doing
be
it.
blowing me up.
So I could pack it out, but I don't want to pack it out.
Talk to them.
So
What can you do again?
book your lessons.
Let's go.
Book your classes early.
Talk
you gotta
to
worry
'em.
about it being sold
And
out.
tell them, listen, it's summertime, right? So they need to get their behind in there so they can stretch and touch their toes when they go on these vacations for they because I'm going to tell you like this. Pilates is good. I've never seen her more limber. If you saw her this week, she was cutting hedges. And I never seen her flex in front of me, bend that booty over my face, having a hedge trimmer, still being steady, didn't miss a beat, cut all the hedges down. I said, this must be from Pilates. You were balanced. You had a good core. I saw your core from the back and the front. And that booty was in my face. But you still didn't put it in my space. Give it up. I'm on fire. I'm podding today.
You about to get on my nerves.
I'm podding today. Listen up, too.
Already.
So we about to go on vacation, and I'm getting excited. Now, normally, Blake is gone. Let's just stop right here. I forgot to say that.
Blake has made his way to Mississippi.
Blake is not here.
He is with his Grammy.
I'm depressed.
He is with his Grammy. But honestly, the timing couldn't have been more impeccable because we got a lot of shit going on right now. And if I wasn't still breastfeeding, I would have sent Shiloh down there too.
I told her because
we are. Listen, we're doing some things.
We'll tell y'all in a few episodes.
When it's set in stone. But right now, we got a lot of shit going on.
Things are crazy in the Love Newsom household right now. It's crazy. You know what I'm saying? We're trying to figure it all out. We're not getting a divorce. Not that crazy. We're staying together. Like, in 2020, we said shit. We kept telling them shit was crazy, and it really was. But we got a lot of stuff going.
This is about growth.
Yeah, this is about bringing us closer together, man. She's not pregnant. Don't worry about that either.
Oh no.
I thought about getting a vasectomy. How do you feel about that?
You go ahead.
Do you think that's necessary, or do you feel like you're confident in my ability?
You feel like you're confident in your ability. If I get pregnant again, I just get pregnant again. And if I get pregnant again, I just get pregnant again. If you don't want no more kids, you need to go do what needs to be done.
Well, I'm gonna tell you like this: my pull-out game.
Because it's not a question of whether or not I can get pregnant. We know I can get pregnant.
You can get pregnant. I'm saying, listen, you know how sticky it get. So sometimes, woo, God knows. So I might have to go ahead and open that door to get that thing snipped off. So we shall see.
I don't think you got to worry about, us having an oopsie on vacation because
I get a little loose on vacation.
Well, yeah, my body betrays him every vacation.
It does. I already know the vibes.
Some kind of way. I always end up on my period.
Listen, man. You know a lot
I kid y'all not. 80% of the vacations that we go on where it's just us.
I got bad luck.
Okay, so we didn't go anywhere last year.
Nah, just us.
But the year before that, just us. We went to San Francisco. I was on my period.
But see, my thing is this, and fellas can back me up. Just because you are on your period,
oh brother,
doesn't mean that your mouth has all of a sudden gotten dry. So I feel like those two don't correlate, right? So just because you,
but that means that you're that means that you're the only one that can have some fun on vacation. I want to have some fun on vacation. But
listen, sometimes you have to be selfless and not selfish, because the way you're thinking right now is not the direction you want to have a happy marriage. I'm telling you now. It's not good. What's good for the goose, good for the gander.
We might be okay. If it come on the day it's supposed to come on, then we might be okay. So you need to just be hoping that, actually, you need to be hoping that it comes on like a day or two early, because it'll be all the way in the day. And then we can have a good old wild nasty time.
Talk to him. I'm about to get that rep out. Soon as we get off the mic, I'm about to go ahead and give me some blue chew. Not because I need it, but because I like it. It's fun. Boy, you get on that chew, that vagina is through. Gonna be in that thing like Pootie Tang. So I'm gonna go ahead, and get me some, just so I can keep the vibes where they need to be. You know what I'm saying? I was about to say something, you made me forget.
Good, because it's probably gonna be foolish. So
let me tell you,
let it go.
This ain't got nothing to do with anything, but I am gonna say this. The new Lotto and that Cardi B, rip me out the plastic. I'm acting brand new. I'll spend that $500 before I ever trap you. I said, Lotto was crazy. I said the price.
I love this song.
And maybe I was want to Google how much the abortion costs. Because she said, rip me out the plastic, acting brand new. I'll spend that $500 before I ever trap you. You ain't even get the line.
I feel like, no.
Went over ahead.
No, but you, first of all, I know you know how much.
Whoa.
We sitting there acting like, not with me.
What are we doing?
Not with me, though.
What are we doing?
But I know your past.
Are you drunk?
I know. But I know your past.
Somebody stop her. I want to talk about vacations.
Anyway, it's a great song. I actually can't wait to go on vacation so I can shake a little tail.
You can do that. I know what I was about to say. So I got excited, right? So listen, I'm taking Blake to Mississippi, and on the way back, it was a day trip. That's how much stuff we got going on. Yesterday, I drove 14 hours by myself yesterday, but neither here nor there. So drove there, came right back. On the way back, I decided to call India. She answers the phone. She's at home doing some things or whatever. She picked up the phone. Then all of a sudden, I got FaceTime. I'm like, all right, what's up? All of a sudden, I just see titties swinging all in the camera. So I got excited. I'm like, you called me just to see the tits? So when I get home, that's what you want to do? She said, oh, no, I ain't know I FaceTime you. My bad. What are we doing? Like, ladies, today, do something special for your man. FaceTime him if he's not around and show him the tits. But don't do like her. She showed them to me and did this. Oh, I didn't know I was FaceTiming you. Like I
didn't cover him up. I just said I didn't know I was FaceTiming you.
Like I didn't.
We was on the phone, but
you need to be
I didn't mean to FaceTime you. I was really just changing my clothes. I told you.
You need to be like Janelle Monáe. Let them things breathe. Let them hang, queen. And I'm like, why you doing all this? Like, dang, I was hurt. I ain't gonna lie.
I did not cover up my titties. No, I didn't.
Then when I got home, I ain't see a tit. Shiloh had it in her mouth, but it didn't go on me. I'm like, oh, bless, what's going on? I like titties. So anyway, I say all that to say.
If you were enticed by the titties, you should have just came in.
I was hurting 14 hours. I want you to put it on.
He came in. He's sitting there talking about some butt. He was so tired because he did that one day trip. He came right in and went to sleep.
But my thing is, if you know you already seen the tits and you know your man tired, you go ahead and just say, I'm going to put it on you. All you got to do is sit there. And you ride that thing like a Kimosabe.
Somebody remind me why that didn't happen last night. It was a very good reason as to why that didn't happen last night. Hopefully, we'll be able to reveal it to y'all by the end of the month.
But stay tuned because it's coming soon, all right? So just bear with us a little bit longer. You want to catch that or you good? The baby's crying.
So yeah, Shiloh just woke up from her nap.
Here we go. So after these messages, we'll be right back. And we're back. Just like that. She got us settled. Super mom over here. And before I go on, speaking of moms, Father's Day is coming. I know we share Father's Day with Juneteenth, but it's good. It means that Black fathers are above average. We get a holiday and we get Father's Day at the same damn time. Ladies, go ahead and start thinking about what your man wants. And don't, like I always say, don't just try to bring that old stale throat. It's supposed to be on a regular occasion. You better come with it and give him something that he can remember. Guys like gifts too. Don't act like we don't.
So do you want something more sentimental? Or because I asked you what you wanted for Father's Day. You didn't say nothing. You didn't say anything. So do you want a sentimental gift?
It's a great question. I like memorable gifts. My favorite gift for Father's Day was a little Rubik's Cube thing and the pictures. Yeah, the little picture things. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, I like sentimental gifts. I like gifts that, you know, it can last. He was like, look what my wife got me. Oh, India got me that. I like that. I mean, clothes and stuff, I can go out and get that on my own. You feel me? So I got enough clothes right now. I done did it all. I done seen it all, done it all. So yeah, you can give me a sentimental gift and some just nasty, but not try to make more kids. But two things that I want: head in a comfortable bed, like I always say. It can all be so simple. Don't overthink it. Just do it. That's what I'm saying. Like, why we got to make this complicated? There's no reason to make things complicated. She's looking at the baby monitor right now, just being honest with y'all. I don't even see the baby. I with her feet in the air. So I'm going to try to speed this along, all right?
Please.
Because I can't be here all day making these jokes. So without further ado, here we go.
Now unqualified.
Nope, wrong one.
During the week,
Lord.
we got D. Chill. Let's talk on the
You finna just have to take a button break. You finna have to go on a button break.
My fingers slipped. You know how you type anyway. This neither here nor there. So, man, it's been a hell of a week. And there are few things that came up, and one thing I listened to another podcast, and they had a conversation, and they asked the question:
okay,
is a couple's massage a good first date? I want to ask you that. Is a couple's massage? And me and you, we've been talking now for about 2 weeks.
You said first date.
We've been talking for 2 weeks on the phone. We've been texting every day. We kind of feeling each other out. We FaceTiming. And then all of a sudden, it's time for the first date. And all I tell you is wear something comfortable and something that you feel good in. Something that is like lounge wear. Like, all right, where we going? It's a surprise. We're going to a spa that includes a couple massage when we get there. How would you feel about that?
I feel like that's a lot for a first date. And you can't really, I feel like first dates, you should be able to get to know one another. And we're not talking at the spa unless we at a real nice spa.
Yeah.
And it's the kind with the pools.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah.
And
A day spa.
The food and all of that kind of stuff. Then, yeah, I'll take that.
A day spa.
Yeah, but I ain't getting naked in front of you.
But see,
we ain't doing that.
I knew you were going to say that. And I thought about this. I've never seen you naked when those, when the masseuses begin to massage, because you're always under the sheet. I've never looked over there and like, peeping Tom over here. I've never seen you naked. Have you seen me naked? When I'm getting a massage, I don't get naked. I keep my,
so you keep
my
tights
on. Yeah, I do.
Well, we've only had like 2 couples massages before because you don't like massages.
I'm not a massage fan, but have you seen me naked?
Yeah.
At the massage? You're like,
oh, okay. Well, yeah.
Put my clothes
You gotta
back
take
on,
your
baby.
robe off to get on the table. So you gonna say, hey, turn your back.
No, so that's what I'm saying. But hey, listen, we see titties every day on Power, P-Valley, any show on HBO Max got titties in it. So if we are on the first day, I'm not gonna be like invasive, and I am gonna ask you this. Do you want me to leave the room while you get undressed and sit on the table?
So if you're gonna be a gentleman about it, then yeah,
that's what you should do.
If you're gonna be a gentleman about it, then yeah, we can do the spa as a first date.
Actually, I need to write that down. If I ever go on another first date.
But like I said, it goes back to what we talked about a while ago. If that's gonna be your first date, what are the rest of the dates gonna look like? Because again, do y'all know how much I like
a day spa? A day spa.
I'm planning to go on. We're going to the spa when we go on vacation in a couple of weeks. Do you like
a day spa is expensive? Cheap. It's expensive. But so I'm saying, but I want to impress you. Sometimes that first impression is where you need to make your mark, though. I understand what you're saying. Like, hey, if I do this for my first date, what all the rest of the date's going to look like? My first date, I got to lay the foundation. I got to impress you to let you want to go on a second date. If I pick you up and take you somewhere like Hibachi or something, you ain't going to necessarily remember that.
The fuck? That was your first date. That's exactly where we went for our first date.
How old was I? How old were you? You were 19, a struggling college student.
But I'm
took you to
saying,
McDonald's.
don't be saying hibachi like
This,
that can't be a first date. Some
All right.
people like that. I still like a hibachi.
I like hibachi. But at 36, if I'm going on a first date at this age, I can't believe what I just said. If I'm going on a date at this age, I'm not going to take you to hibachi. I might take you to hibachi on some, you know what? I'll take you to hibachi on some lunch type. Like, hey, you want to do some lunch? We go to hibachi, then afterwards we're going somewhere else. Like, I'm taking you to hibachi and at this age. I'm not just taking you to hibachi, period. Hibachi and XYZ. We got to do more. And see, y'all ladies, you settle for less. And then you get mad when men do less. Because I saw a post. Keep going. Hold on.
I'm not saying that you're wrong. I'm just saying it's funny that you called out hibachi when that was literally our first date.
No, I'm right. I got to hold on. Let me find this.
We went to the movies and then we went to, or did we? No, we went to hibachi first and then we went to the movies. So that's why I'm questioning you.
No, but once again, I did hibachi and the movies. It wasn't just, I'm taking you to hibachi. We're going to sit there and talk. I may or may not catch the piece of rice in my mouth. Then you looking at me crazy because I missed the rice. You're like, oh, can't he open his mouth? Look how long his tongue is. Ooh.
What?
See, it's too
You're
many.
making no sense.
It's too many variables in hibachi.
You are making no sense.
If a lady goes to hibachi on the first date with a man and the show, flip that egg up with that rice and you try to put it in your mouth and you miss it and it hit you in the nose, it's kind of embarrassing.
Yeah, that's why I never catch the rice at hibachi.
I catch it every time.
They be like, open mouth. Nope. I'm not opening my mouth.
She want to be Asian so bad. Every time you do that, I'm like, it's pretty good. She want to be Asian so bad.
No, I don't.
Cultural appropriation.
Stop
right here. Let me tell you why I say a lady settle for less. So it was a post on the Shade Room where Little Mitch brought Summer Walker some flowers after her performance over the weekend. And when she came from off stage, my man he was sitting down in the chair and basically gave her the flowers like this. And that's all he did. Like, he didn't stand up. He didn't hug her. He didn't like, man, you did a good job. She said, oh, thanks. And then she just sat down beside him. Now, under this post, people were saying, people are reading too much into this. Hell, niggas barely buy flowers these days. Does it matter how he gave it to her? Just be happy. Let them love how they want to love. Y'all being weird. My man not even romantic. I'll just be happy if he give me some flowers. See, that's the problem right there. Y'all dating losers. And if a man can't stand up, and I'm a fan, I thought I was in BMF. I'm a fan.
And if your man won't buy you flowers, go buy your own flowers.
Now, he bought her the flowers, but it was the way he presented them to her.
It was the mannerisms in which he did it. I got you.
If I give you flowers without a hug, then that's silly. Like, I'm not going to give you flowers and then not give you a hug. I'm not going to give you flowers.
I didn't know that the flowers, I didn't know that the flowers meant hug included. Like,
hold on. You had somebody give you flowers without if you give somebody flowers at a graduation, at a bar mitzvah, at a bar mitzvah, at a birthday, if you give your friend flowers, you give and you hug. I've never seen flowers given without a hug.
But I don't think the hug is coming from the person that's giving the flowers. I think the hug is coming from the person receiving the flowers. So you're standing,
it's a combo.
You give me the flowers, and I'm like, oh, thank you.
No, I give you the flowers. Hey, you did a great job. Flowers, hug. That's what I'm saying. It's about chivalry. Now let me ask.
It is about chivalry, but Lil Meech don't look like a chivalrous type of nigga. So I don't know what else you want. Why y'all expected? This is the thing. The thing is, y'all be expecting too much from these people y'all see online.
But everybody in the comments were talking about their man and how they present flowers. They were caping. And I'm a Summer Walker fan and a Lil Meech fan. But I can't cape for him and say, hey, bro, stand up and give your woman, like, present your woman the flowers. Don't hand your woman the flowers. And I think that's the mistake that we're making. I can present you the flowers in a great package, or I can hand them to get example. If I go out right now and I buy you a bag. What kind of bag you want? Just name one. It don't take that long to name a bag. Just name a bag.
Because I want a few
don't
of
think
them.
too hard about it.
Okay,
just name one.
It's a Louis Vuitton bag.
All right, I go out to Louis Vuitton today and I get you a bag, right? When you get home, I unwrap the bag and I sit it on the island. And then you come home, you see the bag. You're going to be appreciative of the bag because you really want the bag and you're going to like the bag. However, if I wrap the bag up, put it on an island, write a nice note on top of the box that it's wrapped up in, which one would you like the most? Talk to him, B-Love.
The wrapped one. But I'm trying to figure, I guess I'm just confused as to why this is your stance, because I know how you operate. You've gotten me a purse before and it was sitting on the kitchen island next to the flowers. It wasn't like a handing of anything.
Whoa.
So
I'm saying I'm with you. Like, I'm going to get the presentation. I want everything to be set up nice. We're saying the same thing.
Okay.
I don't think he was right for just giving her the flowers like this. It was like a little kid.
Maybe I'm tripping because I didn't see the video. I told you I don't follow the Shade Room no more. So I didn't see the video.
My man Meech was sitting down just like this, and imagine if you went to go see Shiloh and you walk back in here, and I'm just saying, if I did that.
And you know what? So I did see the video where he was on FaceTime with Summer Walker, and I forgot what they were talking about, but they missed each other. You know, they were talking, but he was in the car with his homeboys, and one of the guys was like, basically like, damn, you in love, right? And he was kind of clowning him for it. And Misha was like, nigga, you mad, huh?
Well, see,
and so
I
they
like
kind
that.
of like going back and forth, you know. So maybe it is a thing where, you know, maybe he wants to do more, but maybe he's sitting there thinking about his homeboys clowning him for, you know, missing this girl.
All right, so I'm going to keep it real with y'all. The mistake that I made when I was younger. Now, we talked about this, not on the podcast, but we talked about it out loud. I think it was, I want to say like every Thursday or Friday, I don't know when it was, me and the homies used to go out all the time. Like, we used to work all week and go out to happy hour during the week, during that day. All week we work, go out to, and sometimes we didn't necessarily have plans up until 30 minutes before it was time to go out. Now, everybody was having a good time. We all kicking it. And then all of a sudden, she would get mad at me. You always go out with them and you'll never give me the heads up. I'm like, well, shit, we out here, Paul. We out here doing our thing. I spend time with you every day. Let me have this time with them, but you need to give me a heads up. I'm like, all right, cool. Now, when all them end up getting women, man, they went radio silent. They didn't call nobody no more. They didn't hit anybody up. And that's a problem, right? You think your homeboys be down for they talk about you, oh, he pussy whipped, he in love, all this, that, and the third. They are too. And as soon as they get a woman, you ain't gonna hear from them no more. Trust me on that. And that really baffled me how that happened. We talked about this, remember? I'm talking about, boy, my boy wouldn't answer the phone for me no more. He didn't text back. The homies didn't text back. I'm like, oh, okay. But when I did it, it's cool when you do it. You know what I'm saying? It's a problem when I do it. But that wasn't, see? So watch out for your homeboys. They be hating on the low. Yeah, and I love my partners.
Because, you know, I feel like guys,
And I'm not talking about nobody in particular either. So,
I've been saying, Ben used to be in situations with you just had some terrible friends.
Whoa, chill. How you? No. Don't do that.
I'm doing it.
Don't do that.
I did it. It's done.
I end the podcast.
That's fine.
That's crazy. How you do that?
That's fine. That's
I
terrible.
love your friends. These are
They're good people.
My people, good people.
Okay.
All right. Let's talk about something. It's only been one situation. And I'm comfortable talking about this now. I was comfortable talking about it when it happened. It's only been one situation where me and my friend, and I still love this person, but we didn't make it to the long haul. Me and my friend, because of situations that happened in his life. And I had to make a decision. What you want me to do? I had to make a decision. She didn't like the way he was moving. And I'm married to her, and it got to the point where she wasn't agreeing with the things that were happening. So I had to take a step back. Now, back in the day, I used to be hurt, but now I'm okay because I got 2 kids and things are going pretty fine. But you gotta watch out and protect your space because you gotta ride with your woman in situations like that. And you can try to bring them together and fix it, but it don't always work like that.
But no, it would never do. It wouldn't know coming up together.
But not fix it, but just make everybody be on the same page with like, this is how I'm moving. And a lot of y'all might say, this is not India's business. And it's not. It's not her business how my friends or my friend was moving. However, I also have to be respectful to my household. And it is what it is.
I feel like, okay, so granted, that situation was hard for him because he had been friends with this person way before
I met you.
He met me.
That's right. Way before.
But at this point, Barrett and I, like, we coming up on 9 years of marriage.
Yeah.
So none of that matters anymore.
Yeah, and that's still my guy, like, to this day.
But I also think it's important to realize that a lot of times the person you're with can see things that you can't see.
Mm-hmm.
And remember we talked about like women being able to have foresight and be able, we can kind of step back and see a situation and be like,
that ain't
he's moving kind of weird.
Yeah,
he's moving kind of weird. Like I can think of multiple situations with like the sneaky convention. That was one.
Just keep going. You just want to just.
But
I be so vague and surface level.
I see.
Oh, you mean I don't know? I see what you talking about. The sneaker convention when dude played me.
Yeah,
I'm over this situation now, but I still don't like cuz to this day.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
I still don't like cuz, but if I see him, it ain't no problem. I'm older now. But back in the day, he's the only person that when people say on site, he was the only person I want to do something on site. Never did it because I'm cool, but.
No, I think.
I thought you were talking about my bad.
No. Barrett is very much so. I'm going to give you the benefit of the doubt type of person.
Yeah, you gonna doubt the benefit.
I'm going to doubt the benefit.
That's a fact.
And that situation sucked because I knew that person first.
She introduced me.
And I introduced them, but I was like, I could just see things in the way this person was moving, and in the end, he turned out to be exactly what I thought he. Like what it actually ended up being so much more worse.
I don't even know what cuz is. Don't even bring him up.
But I think that is a benefit to having a partner. Like, I think
for sure. We all know that.
A lot of people are very content on being single, and that's fine. Don't come attack me.
Uh-oh.
I ain't saying because
people really ain't content about being single.
I'm gonna say people get real defensive, about that. If they're saying that they're content in their singleness and being by themselves and moving how they move, that's fine. But I feel like the benefits of finding your person far outweighs, what you could experience as a single person. But that's only if you find a person where the relationship is healthy. You guys are a good fit for each other. It's not a toxic relationship. In that case, be single.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's not worth the headache. Like, no, we don't want a toxic situation. But if you can find somebody that you enjoy and you can grow with, and relationships are going to be hard, but the person that you can work through the problems with and not lose respect for one another, then I only see benefits.
Let me say something.
I only see benefits.
I said something wrong. I think people are content with being single. However, nobody's sitting around being single thinking that they don't want to be swept off their feet either. Like, you can be single and content, but also be willing to be swept off your feet like Hitch.
Yeah.
So, my bad, but I feel like 99% of the people that are single who are in a good space would like somebody to come in and be their partner. That's what I think, But, speaking of single and people being good partners, boy, I listened to a good interview this weekend. I listened to old Moneybagg Yo and Angie Martinez, the podcast called In Real Life. In Real Life is the name of the podcast. And with that, we got a visitor in the building, baby Shiloh. But anyway, in real life, Moneybagg Yo was on there, and he was talking about his relationship with Ari Fletcher. Now, with that being said, I mentioned something last week, and I called it PNS, post-nut syndrome. Now, PNS is what you think about after you release. You know you shouldn't have been doing it. He said it more eloquently than I did last episode, but the facts still remain. Every guy knows out there that if you are doing dirt, you're doing wrong. What's going to happen to you? After you release, he said it. Hey, man, I'm out here, man. Say it like somebody from Memphis. Say it like he was saying. He said, man, I'm out here, man. I was doing wrong. And then I realized after I got done, them other girls ain't had nothing on Ari. I couldn't keep doing that because Ari she's the bar, and he kept saying it. So I thought about that and wanted to bring it on the podcast, and because Angie Martinez also asked him, well, then why did you do it? If you know Ari is the bar, why did you go out there and cheat on her?
Say men like to think about that and realize that after they've already cheated.
But you know what he said though? Being a nigga. He said, I just being a nigga and it was convenient. Is that an excuse?
No.
It's not like
no.
But every guy out there knows exactly what that means. Every dude that just heard me say that is listening to the podcast, we know that's not an excuse, but we also know exactly what that means too. Being a man or being a nigga, as he said it. And also she's laughing at Shiloh. And also after you get done doing whatever you're doing, how bad you feel. You feel like the scum of the earth. It's never a good feeling after what just happened. Like you never want to be like, hey, yeah, I just cheated on my girl. You're never having a party. You feel so bad. You feel disgusting in the inside. So the moral of the story here with all of this is that he cheated. He ain't mean to do it though. He loved his girl.
Oh no. We're not gonna say I ain't mean to do it. Now that's just foolish.
That's why I asked
he meant
you.
To do it.
Is that an excuse?
No.
And something else they asked too on the podcast, how do you regain trust back after you have committed an egregious act as cheating? Like, how long would it take me to ever regain your trust back? And he said something real. He said, I don't think I ever gain it back. He said, but I'm working, like I'm showing improvement, I'm showing actions. That's what I always say. If you know you trying to gain trust back, you got to really put in work. And you got to really be active and intentional about what you want and what you're doing to show that woman that you can be trusted again. What are some things that a man can do?
I don't have no things.
What are some ways?
I don't have no things because
we already know you out the door, but just help us out as a woman. As a woman of the podcast.
Okay, so one thing you can do is not rush forgiveness. A lot of people be like, well, I done already apologized. How much more apologize do you want me to do? And, how long is it going to take for you to gain my trust back? And
I'm ready.
Once you've done the dirt, you can't force the person to come around on your time because you want it to be convenient for you. I don't think it works like that. So that's why I'm like, I don't have a timetable. I can't tell you how much time. And I think what you can do depends on the person. But you would just have to start with honesty. And at that point, you would have to over communicate.
Exactly. Like, that's what it takes.
I'm going out with so-and-so. This is what I'm doing.
And that's what he said.
Where I'm at. Hey, I'm about to leave.
Checking in.
Yeah.
Facetiming. You want to see where I'm at? I know it sounds crazy, but if you really wanted to work and you really know that you almost lost your prize, man, I'm going to be real. Most of the time, we got exactly what we be needing at the crib, but it be that temptation. The flesh get weak, and it's exactly what he was saying. He like, man, it was right there in front of me. He didn't say there. It was right there in front of me, and I couldn't help myself. He could reach out and touch it, and he brought it in. But you know what else he said? He said, how did they find out, bruh? This is the most painful crime. I've been victim to this twice now. When they get together and they collude, they don't even like each other, but they get together, call you on the phone, woman to woman. The woman to woman thing never really works out because y'all don't like each other to begin with. And now all you're doing is add another layer on top of that.
The woman to woman thing always works out because you know what? Sometimes it takes a woman to woman to reveal the truth.
Yeah, no.
If you sitting there and you suspect something, I don't think there's anything wrong with reaching out to that woman.
I don't think it is either. But boy, fellas, if you feel like you about to get caught out
you
there,
were lucky to have it done to you twice.
I had it done to me twice. It was by the same person too. What in the world happened? I'm like, man, you need to work for AT&T because you sure like talking on the phone by the same person. But you did. She said you did the second time.
I did.
And she said you made her call me. She said that was your idea.
That wasn't true.
That's what she said. She said it was your idea.
That wasn't true.
So y'all got on the phone talking, and you said, let's call him on 3-way and see what he gonna do.
No, that wasn't true.
So it's her idea.
I messaged her. I said,
they try to get your boy
when you
B-Love
have
out
a
of here.
moment. First of all, what we're talking about is not current.
Oh no.
Not even close to current. I'm 32 now, so I was probably 19 when this happened. 19, 20.
Crazy.
19, 20 when this happened. But I said, hey, here's my number. Give me a call when you get a chance.
Instantly call.
You already know what it's about. I wasn't expecting her to call as fast as she did, honestly. So that kind of threw me. And so she called me instantly, like probably a couple, 5 minutes later, she calls and we're talking and we're matching up the pieces to the puzzle and we're talking. And she said, "Hold on, real quick," and I said, "Okay." And this thing, I know the phone ringing, and he on the phone, and he's already suspecting something's happened because I'm ignoring him all morning.
And she did it before.
He's texting me, going off, and I was like, "Whoo, hit dog holler."
That's right.
You revealing all your hands right now.
Because my thing is,
So,
but all that to be said, Moneybagg Yo was right.
I was like,
are you getting a kick out of this?
He get on the phone. He is mad because he done get caught up. But and then he answers the phone. He's so
I'm defensive.
He's so dumb at the time.
I knew the vibe.
Then he's sitting there lying.
I knew the vibe.
I didn't do this. I didn't do this. And then I was like, why are you sitting there lying?
To this day.
He's like, I knew you. And then he was trying to set me up. So I was like, you know what? Y'all can have each other. I don't have time for this shit. So I hung up. He get the call of me texting. First he's angry.
Okay.
And then he's
done.
mad.
Okay,
but I'm not responding. Ladies, do not respond.
Always respond.
If you young and you in a stupid situation, don't respond to the messages. Leave him alone. Leave
Talk
him on
to
read.
him.
Be done.
It's two sides to every story.
So I guess because I wasn't responding, he decided to change his tone. I'm so sorry. I apologize. So now I'm listening to him apologize for literally weeks on end because I had cut him out. We were done. I stopped talking to him that day.
I was shooting my shots. But anyway, let's move on because that's old. We're trying to help people out right now. You gonna keep going.
Whole, that's what I'm saying. Y'all be expecting women to just hop back in.
Nah, I did what I had to do. I was trying to show you. Nah, I was doing everything. I was putting the pieces to the puzzle, man.
He was trying, but it took me a long time to come back around from that. It wasn't like an instant, we're talking again, we're dating again.
That's what I'm saying.
It was dead. It was dead for a minute.
All that to be said. I don't know.
Did Ari break up with him? They did break up, didn't they?
He said it's been 7 months. And he's still trying to build it back up. He said they back together. He said it happened 7 months ago.
Okay.
But they're building things back up, and he's putting in the work to be a better person. He's putting in the work. He said the only thing he doesn't like is therapy. He said because therapy for him, he never found the right therapist. And I didn't know this. That people typically go through 3 to 4 therapists until they find the right one.
Yeah.
So he said he might give it a try again, but he felt like the woman just was being nosy and was all in his business and not really trying to offer solutions. And that's a fact. Some people don't offer solutions. I need a solution-based therapist. I don't want to just sit down in therapy and you listening, but you're not offering any helpful insight. Yeah. Don't just sit there and listen to my problems.
Well, and it's like when you go to couples therapy, it's also about how they, give you the information. This is strictly couples therapy. We've both been to individual and couples therapy at this point. And we tried couples therapy 2 times before we landed on Mr. Mickles.
Kickback.
The first time, Barrett hated it. he felt like the victim the entire session.
They pick on you.
Yeah, he felt like he got bullied that whole
Got
session.
gang banged.
So then that was that, and we didn't go again for a while. Then we ended up seeing a couple who worked with us through our premarital counseling, because we did premarital counseling through the church that we were going to at the time. And one of those couples, we sat down and worked with them. Now, we actually liked working with them.
They were cool. They were cool.
I don't know why. Oh, we stopped going to the church.
Stopped going to
so
church.
we kind of like lost that relationship. And then y'all know about our most recent therapist. And when we started seeing Mr. Mickles, he was still telling Bear that he was doing some crazy stuff.
But he was also telling you were doing some crazy
I'm
stuff.
say
Yeah,
he was calling my stuff out as well.
Equal.
And he was also providing solutions to the problems. He was like, why don't y'all try this? Yeah. Like when he told us that we needed a safe word.
Mm-hmm. California blankets forever and a day. Forever and a day.
And luckily we hadn't had to use it, because we hadn't had any heated conversations or arguments or anything like that.
We too busy. We got too much going on to be arguing. If we argue, I'm just going to walk. Hey, man, I'm about to go do something that we need to get done. You argue with yourself because I got something to do. That's what I'm on. But before we end this thing, I got to talk about something else. Let me give y'all my relationship real quick.
Now unqualified advice from B Love and B Love's relationship.
I got the keys. This week, the relationship comes from that June Berry. It's that Red Bull. Remember, I figured out the name. June Berry. Fire. Oh, and Blue Red Bull. I'm going to need 2 tonight because we got a lot to do and a little bit of time to get it done in. We get 2 of them June berries. But my relationship is this, real fast. Ladies and gentlemen, really I'm going to talk to the men because I don't like to body shame ladies. But men, if you are going on a vacation with your woman and your woman had, let's say, 2 kids and she in the gym every day looking good for you, doing Pilates, doing ab work, and you sitting around the house after you get off work, eating all the snacks, all the Swiss rolls. Swiss rolls was fire, by the way. Eating all the Star Crunch
never
cakes.
like no Swiss rolls.
If you sitting around the house doing that, and then y'all go on vacation and you take a picture and your shirt off and she got a 2-piece on and your belly hanging over your waistline, you got a fupa, you got a fat upper penis area, you better watch out, fellas. She gonna leave you. You fellas can have fupas too. I'm saying, don't be out here seeing your woman working hard for you, and you out here doing the bare minimum for her when it comes to physical attributes. Every time I see her go to Pilates, I'm like, boy, I need to get in the gym. I need to run a mile. I need to do something. I can't have her out here looking fine, top of the line, cute face and then waist with a big behind, and I'm out here looking flabby like Larry Holmes. That ain't my style. So I say all that to say, you gotta be equally yoked all around. Not just spiritual, but physical too. Imagine that. You go to Pilates. You learning. I mean, you are an instructor now. You gonna got certified. You put in all the hours. You did all the work. And all I'm doing is sitting at my desk all day, Swiss roll in one mouth, Red Bull in one mouth, Swiss roll in one hand, Red Bull in the other hand. And you looking at me like, get your ass up. Then now we go on vacation. I pay for the vacation now because I'm working hard. But when we go out there, got a fupa, fat up a penis area. What you gonna say to me?
I'm not gonna say anything.
Would you stay with me? Would you feel? Would see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And your woman, and this is a problem right there. Your woman not gonna tell you, but what she gonna do is in her group chat with her friends. I sure wish Barry to lose a few pounds. He used to lay on me, and now he can't even pump 3 times without breathing hard.
I'm not gonna
in
no relationship because the thing is, I also understand that we're getting older and our metabolism is not what it used to be.
It might be the same, but you can affect it.
But I do think that, first of all, exercise is just important across the board. So
right, hard.
I don't think you need to be working out to like lose weight or anything. It's just the fact that we're getting older, and in order to maintain our bodies and, be active. I mean, a lot of us have kids now. I want to be an active parent. Like, we went to the trampoline park this past week, and I was on the trampolines with Blake.
She was on there.
I want to, that's why I work out. I want to be able to move and do things and not be in pain and not feel sluggish while I'm doing them. That's why I work out.
I
So
mean,
it's not even necessarily to lose weight. I just think that, you know, everybody should be doing some sort of physical activity. Now, if you, like I said, at this age, it's definitely not just about the physical activity, because you can be in the gym working out. Maybe they are in the gym working out, but the eating habits ain't there.
Oh, it's a fact. That's a fact. One of our homegirls used to say this all the time. I'm working out to look good naked for my man. And I'm with her. I'm working out to look good naked in front of India. I don't want to come out there abbed up. Everything a little better wet. Imagine getting out the shower. It does. Imagine getting out the shower. You drip. You got a little muscle pump. Got a good pump going on. Your woman see you and then just ready to go. She's ready to bust it open. All that to be said. If I see you out here with your woman, or if I see you out here with your man, and one of y'all looking like a 0 and the other one looking like a 1, I'm going to DM you and I'm going to say something about it. All right? So be ready.
No, he's not. He's definitely not.
I'm just trying to protect y'all right now.
Let people be, man.
Right. I'm going to let y'all love how y'all want to love. Like, love your person.
Shit, people are comfortable.
Don't get too comfortable.
It's too much stuff in this world to be worried about. Didn't it?
Your man looking like a Swiss roll out here.
As long as you healthy, you don't got to have an ab.
You don't gotta have
Maybe
an
you
ab.
don't have an ab.
I mean, that's all.
But are you healthy? That's all that matters.
You know what? You're right. You're right. Are you healthy? All right. Are you ready? If you want to be healthy.
Now he bad. Because I don't. If you got a fupa, I'ma love your fupa.
But I'm gonna try to get rid of my
on it.
fupa. That's cool. But you can love it. But that doesn't mean I need to be there forever. I'm gonna try to get rid of that fupa. I'm gonna do all the bottom ab work. I'm gonna do all that. Let's see.
No, I'm finna say the only thing that kind of.
Well, she about to talk about it.
Men be funny, man. Men be funny because, you know, they start gaining weight and they wear the same size shorts.
Oh, man.
And it be too tight on the waistline. Some of them just be too tight on the waistline.
And that's how you gonna get a fupa for
so,
real.
You know, us women, when we gain weight, we just gotta go up a size. We just gotta go up a size. Sometimes you gotta go up a size.
Man, listen, man. Stop wearing my size. I went to Nike one day. All the smalls were gone. Ain't that many small people in. I saw a man, he was at least 225, picked up the last pair of small shorts. I'm like, brother, what is you doing? You shouldn't wear 220. I'm not 225, but he should not be wearing a small in those Nike shorts. I'm like, bro, come on, dog. What is the last pair? You don't even need. They got a medium right there behind it. Get that? It's crazy to me that people do that. And also, you get a yeast infection too, man. Don't think you can't get a fupa and a yeast infection wearing them tight ass clothes.
Obviously, anyway, Bear is feeling away about something today.
I'm tight.
I don't know what's wrong with him.
You ready? Let's go.
Let her upgrade you. What would India?
I missed the button again.
Oh my goodness!
What you want me to do? This is not my first
He
pod.
mad because people buying the smalls. He messing up the buttons on the computer.
I'm gonna keep it real, man. I'm gonna keep it real. I like looking at my daughter, right? And she's sitting right here on my foot, and I'm looking at her, and she's happy. So I look down to look at her, give her a little smile, and my finger slipped. I'm sorry. WWID. What would India do? Kick it.
I watched porn with my husband, and I regret it.
Uh-oh.
I am pretty insecure about myself, but for some reason we thought it would be a good idea to watch porn together. We watched random ones, but then my husband chose a video and it was a point of view blowjob one. I felt really bad because it felt like he was replacing me with someone else. The laptop was on his lap, so it basically looked like he was getting a blowjob from someone. It was basically a disturbing mental image for me. What? I kind of don't know how to mentally get over it. To me, once it was in the point of view, it felt way worse than just watching the other stuff. It was obviously not a good idea to watch it in general, but now I feel really bad about myself.
WWID.
I don't think you can be mad at him in this situation. Once you decide to do things like that, you kind of just take what comes with it.
It's on you.
And it sounds like you knew prior to watching that you were already insecure.
That's on her.
And if you are insecure, that's not the box that you step into. Like if you're insecure about yourself, you don't start watching porn with your significant other. You don't consider threesomes. You don't consider any of those types of things if you are not 100% secure in yourself and who you are. And so unfortunately, like I maybe discuss it. This is what you can do. You can discuss it with him and be like, hey, you know, we talked about this and I know that I agreed to do this, but I didn't know that it would make me feel as uncomfortable as it did. And so I would just like to not do it again.
The crazy part about all this, why y'all watching porn together and not like acting it out? You're not supposed to be sitting there watching. He probably wanted you just to grab it and start doing what she was doing on the video that y'all were watching. It's never meant for you to watch it and then go analyze it like Creed 2 or some shit like that. Watch the porn and then do the activity. We watch porn together probably once a year, right?
So it's okay. So I was gonna say you go on vacation.
I can't even get done.
And a lot of those adult only resorts, they just got it playing in the room 24/7. So it's like, well, why not?
So you watch it, and then after it's on for like 2 minutes,
I'm gonna say it's not more than like 2 to 5 minutes.
It quickly becomes background noise because it's on in the background, but I'm making my own in the bedroom in the foreground. So I think y'all did it wrong. I think y'all need to revisit the situation and try it again. From the top this time. And maybe you pick the one you want to see. But you pick the one you want to see. I'm not going to say anything else you have for these great people.
No. These great ladies. I find it strange that, he picked the video when you just sat there and watched them.
Because I'm telling you right now, if I'm watching it with her,
if it was making you
I'm
feel
getting
that
handsy.
I was gonna say if it was making you that uncomfortable, you could have just like pushed it to the side and be like, all right, enough of this, and then you could have replaced, the video that you were watching with the actual act, and you could have just started giving him the blowjob.
That's that done. On that. So yeah, we got to figure this thing out, man. Y'all just doing it wrong. That's it. Reset. That's all you need to do. Just do it again. All right. And don't be insecure. He's with you, Queen. He's watching those people on the screen, but he's with you.
And that's not. And to be fair, that's not something that I enjoy or just want to do all the time. It's literally like a random spare the moment kind of thing. Like I said, last time we were on vacation and we was in the hotel and it was on. So
literally
it was like, okay.
Once a year, probably. I'm talking about, and that's a stretch, to be honest with you.
It's a stretch.
Once every other year, maybe. Who knows? But we do act it out. Got 2 kids. Tell the people they can find you.
India.Marie on Instagram. If you want to do Pilates, tap in with me. Like I said, I'm teaching right now in India.
Thank you.
Every Saturday at 9 a.m. and every Monday at 6:30 p.m. So
Work It Pilates. That's what it's called. Work it. Tap in, stretch, because guess what? You're going on vacation. Don't be out there with the fupa. Men can come too. Men, don't act like you can't come get your stretch on. Let her stretch you out. It's going to be good for your stroke. More stroke.
Or maybe I should convince him to come and get his stretch on.
Who gonna watch these kids?
Don't be stretching.
Who gonna watch these kids? All right? I got shit to do. I gotta watch these kids. In the meantime, you can find me at BLove1911 on all social platforms. Please be sure to follow She and I Podcast on Instagram. Look out for She and I Podcast. Leave us a message on at gmail.com. We love to hear from you. And go like, subscribe, tell a friend and tune on in. We got Shiloh in the building. It's been real. It's been fun. I out.